Berlin, the most beautiful and largest city of Germany. One of Europe's most stunning cities is Berlin. To see everything, you will need at least 5 days. The locals are incredibly kind and eager to show off all that their city has to offer. The city is popular for being a home to many museums with the rich historical background of World War II. Berlin have always been the center of beauty and progress. Berlin is all you want for your vacations. The city did not fail to impress. Every inch of this city is coated with historic melody of beauty. Her nightlife is the one thing that really no other city can match. Nowhere else in the world even comes close, I assure you. City is popular for its centuries-old history. Berlin's historical landmarks make it impossible to escape its past. The city has experienced everything in the last century, yet its residents are brave survivors with a keen sense of ironic sarcasm and humor. The exploration of the old and new is fascinating. The wall's remnants are still visible, and there is still a division between the former East and West, but the Friedrichstrasse and Alexanderplatz neighborhoods undoubtedly represent the city's new, vibrant heart. In addition, tall skyscrapers tower over Potsdamer Platz, which was a wasteland during the DDR, German Democratic Republic. Checkpoint Charlie, the Wall Walk, with its somber memorials to the victims of Cold War cruelty, and brand new enterprises and stores nearby give the impression that the area has recovered from its darkest moments. Berliners are in general very friendly. Some of the elderly ones have nostalgic from the past, while the younger ones are aware of their history. The DDR Museum is usually packed, not just with curious tourists from abroad, but also with Berliners experiencing their own family histories. Sunsets for the nature lover. Watching sunsets off the cliff of Berlin in summers is one of the best experiences you can possibly have on Earth. The city radiates an enchanting energy. It can hold you for 1 to 2 more weeks because this place has so much to offer. The drinks at reasonable rates are one of the many ways to beat the heat and have the fullest from the warm evenings of Berlin. Holesmarked of Berlin. Beautiful German capital autumn gave the Berlin the appearance of being covered in a cinnamon brown sugar cobbler crust. For the people who loves autumn, Berlin will be your next favorite destination for this season. During this time, the seating at Riverside is the main attraction to the Holesmarked. Everything bursts into bloom with its final magnificence, and you can watch this fantastic to start an amazing day. As if nature had been building up to this moment all year and waiting for you to hang around with your friends and family and explore more essence of Berlin. Winters of Berlin. Winters are cruel and cold, but if you are a lover of beauty, Berlin will please your eyes with its cold breeze. Berlin's wintertime temperatures can drop as low as -10 degrees. The coldest months are unquestionably January and February. Therefore, it's essential to dress warmly with hats, coats, and gloves. The city is crowded with Christmas markets throughout December. There are 8 marketplaces available for selection. We preferred the one in front of the Schloss Charlottenburg, but those at Alexanderplatz, Gendarmenmarkt, and Potsdamer Platz are also excellent. There, local artists sell interesting knitwear, make wooden toys, blow glass ornaments, and more, in addition to the unmistakable sausage and glühwein stalls. Berlin's winters may get very chilly and frequently reach freezing levels, and if you are not a winter person, you should come by in autumn. I'll be diplomatic about it. In the winter, Berlin is dark. Every 2 weeks or so, you'll have 1 or 2 sunny days, and by December, the sun will be setting about 4:00 p.m. The greatest thing you can do, then, is get up early to take advantage of the light and get your day going. For food lovers, Thai Park is the best place. A get-together started off in 20th century to share love and mutual bonding with the Thai community. It unofficially welcomes in summer in the park where it takes place, which is now referred to as Thai Park. The meeting has expanded in number from annual to monthly to weekly to daily. It's an opportunity to take in some wonderful Asian cuisine and the sunshine. Even cultural events like dancing and movies are now held regularly. If you happen to be in Berlin during the summer, you must not miss this. Must visit beautiful spots of Berlin. Brandenburg Gate. Frederick William Q of Prussia constructed the Brandenburg Gate between 1788 and 1791 as a major entrance to Berlin. The Brandenburg Gate was topped with a statue known as the Quadriga, which featured a statue of the goddess of victory pulling a chariot drawn by 4 horses. Wall Museum. The Wall Museum in the former East Berlin takes you back in time to the years between the Wall's building in 1961 and its fall in 1989. The Wall represents Berlin's history in an innovative way. Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall delineated West Berlin, enclosing it. The wall was intended to block East Berliners and East Germans from emigrating to the West, but it was impossible to completely halt the mass of people leaving. Tiergarten's monument, Victory Column. The enormous Victory Column, Siegessäule, a 70-meter-tall tower topped with an 8-meter-tall gilded statue of Victoria, is the most well-known of the monuments in the Tiergarten. The statue was finished in 1873 and given the villagers' nickname of Golden Lizzie. The views of the Tiergarten from the top of this majestic monument make the 285 steps up there well worth it. And if you look closely, you can still find signs of World War II-era bullet damage. Museum Stencils. The Museum Stencil's historical significance in the invention and growth of the Contemporary Museum of Art and Archaeology is related to its cultural worth. The Berlin Museum Stencil is among the most significant and stunning ensembles in the world in this regard. The Pergamon Altar. This architectural masterpiece was dedicated to Zeus and Athena Nikephoros, was most likely built between 181 and 159 BC. It is believed that the altar's cultic center was the Athena temple on the Acropolis terrace above it, and that the altar just served as a sacrificial area. News Museum. The News Museum was constructed between 1843 and 1855 in accordance with designs created by Friedrich August Steviller, a Carl Friedrich Schinkel student. The museum was shut down at the outbreak of World War II in 1939 and suffered significant damage from the Berlin bombing, but it was reconstruction. The major goal of the project was to finish the original volume, which included fixing and restoring the pieces that were still there after the Second World War's devastation. Nearby in the News Museum is Nefertiti. Nefertiti was a teenage queen. A new city was created by Akhenaten and Nefertiti. It's possible that Nefertiti had royal ancestry. She has several titles. She lived up to her name, Nefertiti. She ruled during the most prosperous time in ancient Egyptian history. Undoubtedly, one of the most fascinating cities is Berlin. Much of its beauty is wrapped up in drama and history, but its innate tenacity and generosity of spirit have given it fresh life as it enters the 21st century. The art exhibit Die Schönheit der Großen Stadt, on display at the Ephraim Pahlav Museum through August 26, is a must-see if you want to get a sense of what makes Berlin so special. Add Spa Day in your list. Spa Day is one of the many enjoyments you can have in Berlin like nowhere else. Germans love taking an exotic spa, and most of them visit a spa almost every weekend. They have both indoor and outdoor spaces with amenities including hot tubs, saunas, baths, and restaurants. You won't regret any moment here. Dinner with refugees in Berlin. Over the course of the 20th century, far too many people, and for far too many varied reasons, sought to enter Berlin. Today, the city continues to draw a large number of tourists who wish to visit, take in the intriguing European capital, and perhaps even leave with something special. You can have questions about the refugee issue that severely hit Germany while traveling and experiencing the city. Even though the crisis is still going on, it is difficult to relate to it without a name and face to visualize. You have the opportunity to change everything now. A Hungarian woman named Anna operates weekend refugee dinner through the website with locals, which is a very well-liked activity in Berlin. Local Syrian refugees prepare the meal, and they subsequently share a meal with paying customers. We know you'll love Berlin and exploring the many attractions it has to offer. Our motto is to live life to the fullest and travel the world. Happy travels from all of us.